Welcome everyone to Main Street Gamers Fireside Chat episode number something. I think it might be 8. I'm your host today, Taylor Davis, alongside Chris Ingalls. Chris, the game today that we are going to discuss is Rayman Legends. Let me know about your first impressions of Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends is everything that I've always wanted Mario to be.
That's
a bold statement.
Yeah, that's a dagger, man.
So Rayman
Fighting words.
Rayman Legends takes the sort of 2D platformer model and for the first time, I think, really successfully brings it to like an HD console.
Yeah, the game looks beautiful.
I think every single level is just a piece of art. Like they're beautiful. Every level is gorgeous. There's so much going on in the background. And then of course you get to my favorite level, the music inspired level that's kind of given to you as a reward at the end of a world.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Where the music is sort of synchronized with everything you do in the level, and it kind of forces you ahead by like making you run. It's just a wonderful experience.
So Rayman is up to 4-player co-op. Is it online or is it local only? Do you know?
I don't think it's online. I think it's local only.
That's kind of that kills me that it's only local, and it's full retail at $60, correct?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's so much content on the disc though. Like it kind of bugged me at first, but there's literally so much content. There's I think like 10 main worlds, and then you can unlock 200 extra missions through like an origin story kind of thing. And then there's also daily and weekly challenges and all sorts of unlockables and things you have to collect throughout the game. So there really is plenty of content there, so you don't really need to worry about that. I think it's well worth the $60 price tag if you're a big fan of platformers like I am.
So tell me like how like a mission structure works, and like it's a platformer, but it's like it's sides going left or right. Is there any other objectives?
Yeah, so in every level, there is 2 hidden rooms where you can unlock the King and Queen Teenie, and then there's also 8 other Teenies you have to save in each level. And you also collect these little fairies. I think they're called looms. They're like kind of fireflies. And at the end of the game, at the end of each level, they grade you on how many of those you got as well. The thing about it though is there's a lot more to it than the platformer. I mean, all the mechanics are based on the platformer, but there's so many different things. Like there's clever uses of puzzles where you use the left and right bumper to control like a wheel while you drop through this like big spinning wheel of death. There's different things for everybody. There's like some like really fast timing stuff, and there's some like puzzle stuff, and then there's just some basic like running and jumping stuff too. So it really does do everything that you'd want a platformer to do and more.
Yeah, I think it's really like it's head to head with like what the new Super Mario Bros. Is like on the Wii U, to be honest with you.
I've played the new Super Mario Bros. On the Wii U, and I think this is a better experience.
Really?
Yeah. It just looks like it just is the whole package. Like Mario, you know what you're gonna get, but there's something new around every corner. Like I just randomly started a new level today, and like in the first part of the level, this little evil wizard came out and turned me into a chicken, and then I had all sorts of weird chicken abilities and.
Yeah, I feel like the single player would be really enjoyable, but like I remember like we were in party when you're playing and you're getting to parts where that had been kind of difficult, and you were wondering how.
I really enjoy the. Yeah, well, thankfully there's a lot of checkpoints in every level, so eventually you're just gonna be able to do it by sheer like amount of times you've tried it.
Yeah.
Like I would get to a point where I would eventually just have the whole thing memorized, and I would make it to the next checkpoint. So it is tough, but I think anyone can pick it up and play it. And as long as you're dedicated to it, you'll have no problem getting to the end.
Yeah, I just feel like if you have somebody else in your house that wants to play with you, like that's the way to go. Because then it's like now you have a second chance of getting another teensy, or you have a second chance of surviving and getting that checkpoint. and you don't have to just
Yeah.
rely on yourself. And that just really
Definitely, it
surprised
definitely would be easier if you got 3 or 4 people together.
me. Yeah. Any last
So in the end, I decided to go with a 91 for this game. I
That's
thought
right.
it's well worth the $60 price tag. It's beautiful. It is the first and hopefully not last great HD platformer. Something new, something exciting, something that everybody's going to enjoy, I think.
Absolutely. So Rayman Legends is available today. It came out Tuesday alongside Diablo. I mean, I really think both of those games that came out this week have really there's a lot of content there. Like I was saying with Diablo and the previous one, there's definitely worth the money. There's a lot of time.
After this big gaming slump, we kind of got out of it here in a good way with Splinter Cell and now Diablo and Rayman Legends.
So if you're a fan of platformers, or you got a couple buddies that you wanna smash some side-scrolling levels, you definitely recommend going and picking up Rayman Legends.
I do. I highly recommend it. You can read my full review with my full thoughts on MainStreetGamers.com, and that'll be available later this week.
And we'll see you then. This has been Main Street Gamers Fireside Chat, Rayman Legends.
No